CJ, congratulations on having the interim tag taken off.
Thanks.
Ongoing head coach, Whitworth Baseball. What did you learn from your first season coaching the Pirates this year?
I think I always knew there was more to the job in regards to, looking at forecasts and being a weatherman and trying to get our bus schedules down and our travel schedules down and just being able to, even something as like ordering food in the middle of a rain delay, things that you don't necessarily think about as an assistant, while also kind of keeping a pulse on everything in the program. I felt like as an assistant you have a hand in everything, yet you're not fully in control of it and have the capabilities to change things that you don't like. And so I'm still learning that aspect of it. But really it was, how do I allot my time with my new schedule, and how do I kind of keep a pulse on all these things that can be ever changing and ever moving throughout the day. So I think I've learned, if anything, to be a little bit more flexible and understanding in those different realms.
You were thrown into the proverbial fire in your first season, had to navigate some key injuries to important guys on the team throughout the year. How do you feel like this team was able to overcome or deal with those situations?
Yeah, I think very well. And I'll point out a couple guys. I think in JT Phelan, who was out with some stitches, and Joel Condrey, who was out for about 2 to 4 weeks, both guys still, they led from the dugout, and even though JT was on crutches a lot of the time, he was still involved in practice and engaged and really holding guys accountable, and so was Joel. And so I think from that aspect, and taking something that's pretty negative in the heart of a conference series, but actually getting to reveal some of the character of the guys that were injured that we have on that team, was, I think, a pretty special moment for us. So even though we weren't necessarily rewarded with wins, I think it was a huge point in the season just for our culture, and how those two guys had a huge effect on the mentality, the culture of the team, and kind of bringing them up when they had every right to kind of be down in the dumps a little bit.
Obviously disappointed that we're not playing this weekend in the conference tournament.
Yes.
But you just referenced it a little bit. What do you feel like this team has to build on for next year and continue to develop and grow?
Well, I think we need to kind of basically set aside what we want to be good at. What type of team do we want to be? Do we want to become? And just really set the table for next fall. Not to overlook the rest of our season, but I think these next 2 or 3 weeks are going to be crucial in saying, okay, well, looking forward to 2019, who can the Whitworth Pirates be? What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? What do we need to add? What do we have this summer that we need to work on? And so it'll be a great evaluation period for us as well. Just seeing, what we're bringing to the table next year as a completely new look team, and what we really want to be good at.